Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all appropriate ages, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Hope you're staying safe and healthy and indoors. So, Warframe. Honestly, I've dedicated a lot of time over the last week or so to Predator Hunting Grounds, but I have been catching up on streams and whatnot, and the news, and seeing what's coming out, and what to look forward to. So, Nightwave is over. Nightwave intermission is finally done and dusted. So, when will Glassmaker come out? And I have a prediction for that because we still have 10 days and 7 hours of Scarlet Spear, which I stopped playing. The first 12 or so hours, it worked okay, didn't really have that many issues. The last 5 or 6 hours, yeah, broken as fuck. No kill codes were coming in from ground squads going to space squads, so I've just given up with it. But I've got the Basmu and the Seti Lacera and upgraded a few arcanes, so I'm done with it. If I really give that much of a shit about arcanes, I'll just go back to Eidolon hunting. But yeah, can't be bothered with Scarlet Spear anymore. So yeah, I predict Glassmaker will drop after Scarlet Spear ends. But I also think they will start off Nightwave on a Monday. That would make more sense. So my prediction is 18th of May.
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a pun? I will attempt to bypass this fault.
Shut up, Orders. So yeah, I predict 18th of May, which is a bit concerning for me as well, because that they want to release Deadlock Protocol in May as well. So are we going to get them both at the same time, or is there going to be a week separation between them? And I don't mean a week as in I mean a 1 week separation. Only time will tell, but that does leave some concern, especially with everything recently come out half-baked. I'm actually interested to see how it will all play out. But Scarlet Spear, no, not Scarlet Spear, fuck Scarlet Spear. Glassmaker looks like it's going to be the most interesting Nightwave out of all of them, just for the sheer fact it's got that murder mystery horror vibe to it. It may touch on a bit more of the lore, because one of the cinematics that was showed was talking about how being encased in glass was a punishment from the Seven, and that someone may have replicated that. So this may touch on a bit more of the lore, so that's a bit more interesting to me as well. And just the interactive cinematics look like it's gonna add that bit more to it. And plus Nora Knight's list set, or ship as you would say, looks like it would be a nice reward. But with that being said, some of the challenges, they didn't go over the challenges, but you could just see the pictures of them. One of them was a railjack mission, and one of them was an arcade box. Does that mean we're going to have to play Flappy Bird or Wormius or Frame Fighter for a challenge? Because I still haven't found, and I've been trying to find, during the time I've put in a Warframe recently, I've been trying to find a game of Frame Fighter. And the closest I got was, I went and selected Atlas and the other person left before the fight started. That's the closest I've ever been since Frame Fighter released. So it'll be interesting to see what that challenge is. Obviously we're still going to have a form or a weapon or a frame, Iatan sculptures. So yeah, prepare for those. If you've got former, then that's fine. I think I've still got about 75 former left. Iatan sculptures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. I've got 11. And I've still got to do this week's Maru's Bazaar, so I'm going to have 12 by today. Grove Spectre will be a challenge, definitely, so get your apothetics at the ready. But doing a Railjack mission will be interesting, especially with the rework for that coming out. And I've heard good things about it, but I've also heard people say that it could still do with some work, so we'll wait and see how that pans out. Another thing that was talked about for quite... Yeah, okay. Hang on a second, ladies and gentlemen. I said, yeah, okay. Another thing that was talked about... Fucking family. Another thing that was talked about... Operator-only missions. We still haven't seen any of those yet, so I'm wondering if they'll make a return, if they'll actually make an appearance in this Night Wave. But like I said, time will tell, and I predict 18th of May. And yeah, that's all I really had to say. I mean, other than that, the rework of the Jackal boss looked interesting. There it is, Fossa. Mate, I can't wait to actually see how you play out as opposed to what is just shown on stream. And I wonder what other ones they'll go over. Maybe Captain Vor, definitely the Sergeant needs a buff. Because he's going to get those two are going to get their asses kicked when Nightwave hits and you have to do 3 assassination missions. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens, regardless. As long as nothing comes out half-baked like it recently has been, we should be good. And on that note, I shall see you all later.